Hey there, I'm just up doing laundry, and then I'm going to be headed to bed because I got class in the morning. Got to get the garbage out and call my daughter and finish making some soup. So, just first off, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that responded and shared my last video. It's overwhelming, and thank you so much. One other thing you should know, 4K Cinema HD is actually running a contest right now. It's about the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla. And if you haven't checked it out, if you haven't checked out 4K Cinema HD's channel, you should really check it out right now. It's a really great contest going on. It's a fantastic prize. Well, I'll let you go over there and find out exactly what the prize is yourself. And tonight I'm talking about something a little bit different. We're talking about wrestling for a minute. And for my non-wrestling fans here, I apologize, but got to get some of this stuff in here too as well. As we know, it's coming closer to WrestleMania, and they're setting up the storylines and stuff, and I guess getting the storylines ready for next year. But now I've been watching a lot of the WWE Network recently, kind of a lot of documentary stuff, and Legends of Wrestling, the roundtable discussions and that. And I've been actually starting to watch a little bit of the Raw, and again, and it's not too bad. Well, people go a little bit nuts around this time, and it's kind of fun when you see people that are really into it, and they kind of like get upset. I thought it was kind of humorous at first, and I gotta admit, I kind of make fun a little bit when the people did this whole story, not even a story, when a lot of people went up over there and decided they were going to hijack Raw, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. But in a way, it's really cool that people get this passionate about something like that. And I gotta applaud them for that. I mean, I'm passionate about my movies and my stuff like that, and I do like wrestling. I used to love it when I was a kid, and still I enjoy it today. Not as much as I did when I was younger, because I don't think it's as good now as it was back then. But that's me. That's my personal opinion. That was my time to watch wrestling. I was an Attitude Era guy, and I was a Hulkamania guy. I grew up in that era, and that's my wrestling. I find, for me right now, a lot of the wrestling is kind of blah. I do like the guys like CM Punk, who's no longer in wrestling. I like Daniel Bryan. I love a lot of stuff that TNA was doing before Hulk Hogan came in. But overall, I gotta say, it's kind of interesting. People tend to really like this Daniel Bryan guy, and I remember back in the I think it was ROH, and even before ROH days, when it was known as Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. And he's just incredible wrestler, incredible with his kicks and stuff like that, and he was really known for that. But people thought he would never be on in WWE because he was an indie guy. However, things changed, and when WCW was bought by WWE, we had a really long period of not the best times in wrestling. I know I stopped watching, and some of my friends that still watched it were not exactly that big of fans. It wasn't something that would catch like they used to. So now it's come to WWE WrestleMania, and if you're a fan, if you've been watching or following it all, then you know that Daniel Bryan was screwed out of the title a couple times, and Batista was put in. Batista was normally, before, he was kind of a fan favorite, but he came back, and I guess because he came back from doing something else, and he was like a kind of a he took what people consider to be Daniel Bryan's place at WrestleMania. He kind of became, people booed him like crazy, and kind of silly, yeah, I know, but it was because this was a fan favorite at the time. So if you remember the Batista, anyway, you probably don't, because a lot of you guys, if you're watching this, then maybe you did. But Batista's good at what he does, and it's Batista versus Orton for the title. But now a lot of people are excited because Daniel Bryan has a match against Triple H. And if Daniel Bryan wins that match, he gets to be in the main events, then making it a three-way, and Daniel Bryan gets his place as the fans want it. And that's great and all, but WWE is the company that likes to screw with its fans. And it's great if they do it, and Daniel Bryan gets that WrestleMania moment that ends the show with him holding the belt, kind of like the gotta say it, kind of like the Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit WrestleMania, where they ended the show with them, two friends having the belt, and sadly one's passed on, and both are passed on, and one in disturbingly tragic circumstances, both in tragic circumstances, but one in shocking. And we're not going to get into that right now. But that being said, Triple H said tonight if he wins the match, he's going to be in the three-way match between Batista and Randy Orton. And I kept thinking, that would piss off some fans if Triple H went into the match and another Batista or Triple H won it from Orton. But it would also could be that Daniel Bryan gets into the match and loses the match because Triple H screws him over, which is going to kind of piss off the fans. But, hear me out here. Triple H, Batista, and Orton, maybe even with an appearance by Ric Flair, and we've got Evolution. And for the Ruthless Aggression era fans of wrestling, it's kind of a cool moment. It's kind of like a DX style moment. So what would you think if Daniel Bryan got screwed by Evolution to set up for Daniel Bryan going for the belt on the next pay-per-view? What if he doesn't get to WrestleMania? Are you gonna be outrageously angry? You're not gonna care. Maybe you don't care about wrestling. But if you don't care about wrestling, you probably never made it to the end of this video anyway. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching my videos. I've been off today pretty much, and I just haven't been feeling it, to be honest with you. I let myself get upset, which is really stupid. And I have found out there are some fantastic people here on YouTube that I will be doing a shout-out video to in the near future. But right now, if you have not gone to 4K Cinema HD's channel and checked out that contest, go over and do it. I'll put the link in the description box down below. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for me, it's late at night. I'm going to be going to bed soon. So it's finally time. It's time for tea.